Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about 10 things that I don't buy anymore because I don't need to or because I don't want to. But since I started my zero waste journey over 5 years ago at this point, damn it, I am old. There has been tons of things that I have gradually started to refuse and reduce, and to the point where there's simply things that when I look around and think about it, haven't bought in ages, and I work and function just completely fine. I think I want to make this into a series. These are going to be like very small everyday items, but I could also make an edition of like bigger, broader things. But these are just going to be 10 small everyday items that I just don't have need for anymore because I have found alternatives. We're also going to talk about the alternatives. Let's do this. The first thing that I don't buy anymore is hairspray because I don't really care that much about my hair, as you can clearly see. But I have just found that hairsprays often come in completely unrecyclable containers, and they also do come with plastic, and I just don't really have a need for it. So instead I simply just go with different hairstyles that do not require hairspray to look good. And if I have like these small like wobbly bits, small baby hairs, and I have to go to somewhere fancy, I'll usually just comb them down with a little bit of water and they'll be fine. So I haven't bought hairspray in, I don't know, like 5 or 6 years because I don't do hairstyles that require hairspray, and I try to specifically work around that need. Number 2 is napkins. I have a couple of cloth napkins that I use here at home. I use them when I'm sick and I have to blow my nose, and then I wash them and use them again. But the thing is, every time we're at a restaurant, there will usually be a disposable napkin, like a paper napkin, and I will bring those with me home and simply just use them at home because many times I'm not going to need it in the restaurant and they're just going to toss it after I've gone. So I might as well bring it back home and then use it there. So I never need to buy napkins because I always have them on hand. And it's just way and tons easier like that. So yeah, no need to buy it because you can actually just get it for free. Number 3 is conditioner, specifically a specific product that is a conditioner, which is usually in a liquid form. I don't have that, but I do have a shampoo and conditioner bar that is like 2-in-1 combined, and I think that works amazingly. And if I need like specific hair treatments or something like that, I can make that out of natural ingredients, so I don't need a specific product that is a conditioner. Number 4 is souvenirs, specifically mass-produced, small, useless and unnecessary bits and bobs that are produced unethically and that you can buy in every single tourist souvenir store in basically every bigger city in the world. And every time I'm at a new place, I really do want to bring something home as a souvenir, but I don't want to support the making of souvenirs insanely unnecessary industry. So what I do instead is that I go to a local thrift shop and I find something there that can be a souvenir that I can use in my everyday life. So I can bring home a wine glass or like a little bowl or a plate, or maybe it's a shirt or something like that that I actually have a need for. Not those like my boyfriend went to Madrid and all I got was this lousy t-shirt, or I love Berlin bags or stuff like that. They are made completely the same way as fast fashion and they're really unethically and poorly made. And another important thing, you're actually also not supporting local craftspeople and local businesses when you buy these things because they come from a bigger corporation, like a bigger chain store that produces all of these items. So if you do want a sustainable and ethical souvenir, going to thrift shops is a good idea, or supporting local craftspeople that make ceramics or glassware or clothes or jewelry and all these kinds of things. So if you do want a souvenir, make sure to make it either something that has been pre-loved or something that comes from a local business that you actually want to support. Number 5 is hair ties. I don't buy hair ties anymore because I find them on the street. Like 2 years ago, I was made aware that hair ties are left all over the street, and I was like, I've never seen a hair tie on the street, so I don't know what you're talking about. But after I heard that, I just saw them everywhere. I noticed that hair ties and bobby pins often just are tossed on the street or dropped on the street, I guess, and it's not really an item that is significant enough to return to its proper owner, because also how would you find out who the owner is? So I take them home and I place them in my freezer for about a week, and then I use them after that. You can also boil them if that's your jam. Specifically, I'm concerned with stuff like lice and stuff, especially in hair ties, but putting it in the freezer for a week will kill both lice and eggs, so there's that. But you can also just boil it and that will be completely fine as well. But I haven't bought any of these things in so long because I simply just pick them up whenever I find them on the street. Number 6 is plant milk, specifically oat milks, which is the one I make the most often. But plant milks in Denmark usually come in Tetra Pak, and there is also another like container that is part of the Danish return system that's in plastic. But they are kind of pricey, especially compared to dairy milks. And if you're transitioning or if you want alternatives to dairy milks, they are like 4 times as expensive sometimes. But you can make oat milk at home that tastes the completely same way. It's really good and it's super, super simple. I actually have a video where I'm showing how to make plant milks, both nut milks and oat milks, and they're so easy to make. It costs you next to nothing because oats are so cheap. So there's really no reason to buy it at the store because it also just takes 5 minutes to make. Number 7 is clothes that can't be layered. I stopped a couple of years ago buying clothes that I can only wear throughout specific seasons, you know, with the exception of bathing suits. But buying clothes that you can only wear during the summer or that you can only wear during the winter, I feel like is kind of wasteful, just having it lying in your wardrobe for half a year until you can use it. And in Denmark and in northern Scandinavia, the weather changes so much. Like we go from freezing to heat waves, and that often means that you need basically 2 different wardrobes, and that can be really, really wasteful. So instead I try to go for items that I can layer either with big stockings or with jeans or with small tops and big tops, and stuff I can style throughout the year, because that way I get the most wear out of my clothes and they won't just line my wardrobe and I'll forget about them and never wear them again, and then all those resources were wasted. So number 8 is post-it notes. I don't know what I would use post-it notes for, but I just so often see that that is something people have, and I don't know, I think I have this idea that people have post-it notes that they use for stuff, but I will write on old envelopes that I get in my mail, and I will write in my calendar and just generally everywhere else, so I don't actually have a need for post-it notes, so I haven't bought them. Even though there is a little piece of like glue on it, it can be recycled though, but I just don't think it's necessary to buy that if you can find other ways of going around it, because it is still paper and you have to use it once and throw it away and stuff, so might as well use something else. Number 9 is costumes. Are you confused? I don't buy specific costumes. First of all, because they are awfully produced, awful work environments for garment workers, awful wages, because costumes are often really, really bad quality, but also really, 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 really cheaply made. And you don't actually need, if you want to be a pirate, you don't need to buy a pirate costume. You can easily go to the thrift shop and buy items there and then make a pirate costume. And what I've been doing for the last I don't know how long is going through my own wardrobe and finding things that I can use in a costume that I will use in my everyday life as well. Simply just, again, to not create demand for unnecessary products. And the last one, number 10, is seasonal decorations. This does not mean that I don't have any seasonal decorations. I have some heirlooms that only come out at Christmas because they're Christmas decorations, but I'm not buying new seasonal decor, because the idea of having a lot of decor that you can only really enjoy throughout a very limited time of the year, I don't really believe in. It takes up a lot of space and you only use it very few times, and it's just not... I don't personally like that. Instead, I have some decor items that I take out whenever it's Christmas or Easter or it's a birthday or there's another occasion to celebrate more than I usually celebrate in my everyday life. I don't know why I'm well like this. But having decor that you can use for all kinds of things, I feel like is more sustainable, because then you have to buy less products in general, and less products is more sustainable always. And if I need something that's very specific, I can also often find seasonal decor if I need to in thrift shops. They have so much of it, and you can usually get it around the holidays and then you can save it for later. But buying it from new is definitely not the way to go, I feel like. And I thoroughly believe in having just decor that you can use for festive occasions. I think that's tons more fun. I actually also have tons of different Christmas and holiday vlogs. If you want to see how that looks specifically, I'll leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you liked it. If you did, leave me a comment down below and tell me what kind of stuff you stopped buying. And if you want me to make this into a series, because I can definitely find more things, like there's so much stuff I don't buy or that I reduced and that I refuse, and you know, like. So thank you so much for watching. Have a really nice day and take good care of yourselves. Until next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this video, and also a special thank you to my Patreon supporters. You guys help me create green zero waste content and I love you guys. You can find the links to my social media accounts down below and the link to my Patreon on this screen. Bye!